The following figure shows the one-line diagram of a simple 3-bus power system. The line impedances are marked in per unit on a 100 MVA base. Do not do the load flow study for one iteration. Okay, only one iteration, but we will do 2 iteration. One iteration by using Newton-Raphson method. Okay, they have shown only one iteration. Okay, at least what we do, let's use not iteration. Let's use what? Tolerance, right? Let's say 0.1. 0.1 is your tolerance. If the tolerance difference is 0.1 or less than 0.1, if your difference is less than 0.1, we will stop. If it is more than 0.1, we will continue. Okay? Not iteration. Now, this is your math. Here, what you have to do? Okay, all of you take pen and paper and do with me, because if you do not do with me, you won't be able to do in the exam or somewhere else. All of you do one thing. All of you take paper and draw these one-line diagram with all the values. Take 1 minute and do it. Okay, here again, PG2 is the power that is added, যেটা যোগ হচ্ছে এখানে, because it's a generator, and PL2 that is the load, যেটা বিয়োগ হচ্ছে. So দুইটার combination কত হবে? So 20 is added, 50 is subtracted. So দুইটাকে যদি আমি combine করি কত হবে? 30, right? Minus 30 actually. So plus 20 minus 50 is equal to minus 30. That is the real power if your bus number 2. If you divide it by 100, it will be minus 0.3. This one. Now your Q3 is how much? Oh, no, Q2. What is your Q2? What is your Q2 here? Your Q2 is minus 0.2, right? No, is 0.2, right? Here the problem is the problem is here we do not know how much power, how much Q we are getting from this generator, right? It is not only a PQ bus. It is not only a what? This is not only a Q2 bus. There is a mistake here. This one should be minus. We do not know. Okay. Now here, we do not know how much Q this generator is giving, right? This load is taking 0.2, right? We know it is taking 0.2. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
It is taking 0.2. But how much Q this generator is giving, we do not know. That's why we will write like this: Q2 plus. Oh no, this is not a mistake. This is my mistake, because here Q2 is in this side. So from here you can write Q2 will be like this. That means this is the generation. This is the generation. That means from the generator. And this is the load. Okay? The generator will give, the load will take. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Generator will give and the load will take. That's why this minus this. So this one we already know, that is 0.2. আমি তোকে বললাম না, there is a mistake here, it should be minus. No, it is not a mistake. They have written it like that. So Q2 should be here and Q will be here. Okay, then it will be minus automatically like this. Understood? So your Q2 will be Q2 generation minus 0.2 like this. Q2 generation or QG2, whatever you say, QG2 minus 0.2. That is your Q2. Now that the problem is you do not know what type of bus is this. This is actually a PV bus. PV. That means you know the real power and you know the voltage. This is a PV bus, but there is a load here as well. Normally, you know about slack bus, you know about PQ bus, you know about only PV bus, but you do not know about these PV plus load. Do you know about it? This is a new type of bus, PV plus load. That means generation is added up, but some load are taken out as well. So we will be doing our Newton-Raphson method or Newton-Raphson load flow analysis here. Newton-Raphson apply korbo. So how can you apply? So we already know our V1, we know delta, we know V2, we know P2. We do not know the Q2 yet. আমরা এখন জানি না পুরোপুরি. Now the P3, we know the P3. P3 is how much? Minus 0.6, right?
Yes, sir.
What is our Q3?
Minus 0.25.
Minus 0.25. Why? Because they are all load. They are taken out. That's why minus. That's why they are minus. So these are the things that we know already. Now, what are the things we have to assume? We have to assume delta 2, right? The angle here. How much angle we have to assume? 0 degree, right? Then what? We have to assume V3. What is our V3? 1. What is our delta 3? 0. Got my point? We have to assume this one. We have to assume 1 angle 0. These are the things, 3 things we have to assume, and these are the 3 things we have to find out. So let's go to the whiteboard. What are the things that are known? V1 is equal to 1. Delta 1. Oh, this one is 1.05, not 1. Okay, delta 1. Now V2, 1.03. Delta 2 is not known yet. So your P2 is minus 0.3. Your Q3, no, not Q3, Q2 actually. This is generation minus 0.2. This is the load. Then what? Then your P3 is minus 0.6. Your Q3 2.5. Now, what are the things that are unknown? Unknown things are your delta 2, that is 0. Assumed, you have to write in the bracket assumed. What is your V3? V3 is 1, that is also assumed. What is your delta 3? 0 degree, that is assumed, right? Now, what are the formulas we have to write? What are the formula we have to write? We have to write this sort of formulas. Right? PI, this one, QI, this one. For what buses? কোন কোন বাসের জন্য আমাদের করতে হবে? Now see, let me show you. কোন কোন বাসের জন্য আমাদের করতে হবে? Let me show you. I told you that day that your delta come from P, right? And your V come from Q. Understood? Remember? Your delta come from what? P. And your V come from Q, right? I told you. in our previous classes. So what are the
Yes,
things that
sir.
are unknown? So delta. So delta will come from what? This delta 2 will come from what? P2. This is V3, come from what? Q3. This one will come from what? So these are the three formulas we have to find out: P2, Q3, and P3. Okay, everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, বুঝতে পারছো আমাদের এই তিনটা ফর্মুলা আমাদের লিখতে হবে এবং
জি, স্যার।
fortunately you can see P2 value is fixed, is given. Q3 value is given. P3 value is given. No formula for Q2 because Q2 is not fully known. পুরোপুরি জানি না আমরা. That's why we do not have to find out Q2. And এখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছ যে আমাদের এটা জানা লাগবে না. So these are the three formulas we have to find out: P2, P3, and Q3. P2, P3, and what? Q3. P2, P3, Q3. So before that, let's write the formula. What is our P2? Okay, use the black color. What is the formula for P2? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Anyone? Tell me. Summation.
V J.
Summation. J will be what? From 1. This will be N. Now then what? Vi. That means V2 actually. Then Vj. Then
I J.
Yij. This is the only the magnitude. Then you have what?
Cos.
Cos theta
Theta
ij
ij.
del I del j, right? Right, everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here, if we put in place of I, if you put 2, let's put 2. Okay, now expand this formula. So you have V2, V1, Y, 2, 1. That means when the value of J is 1. So 1, 2, 1. Then you have cos theta 2, 1 minus del 2 del 1. That means the 1 is completed. Now, when the value of J is 2, V2, V2, Y22, cos theta 22, del 2, del 1. Oh, this one will be 2 as well. Right? Next formula will be this one: V2, V3, Y23, cos theta 23 minus del 2 plus del 3. Okay? Now, what are the things that you already know? At first, think about what are the things you can simplify. This one minus del 2 plus del 2, they are gone, right? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So they are gone. So you can take these here. Okay. Now V2, V2, they become V square. So can you write V square here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are the things that are gone? Okay, nothing is gone. Now put the value that are already known, not assumed, that are known. What are the things known? V1 is known, 1.05, right? Delta 1 is 0. V2 is 1.03. That are the things that are already known. But here you have some term, Y21, theta 21. Those are the things you do not know yet. So what you have to do, you have to find out the Y bus, right? Remember the Y bus? You have to find out the Y bus.
Yes, sir.
So from here, Can you find out the y bus? Where? Here. Can you find out the y bus?
Yes, sir.
Y bus বের করতে পারবা?
Yes, sir.
I believe
Yes,
you can
sir.
find out the y bus. So your
Yes.
y bus will be like this: y12, y21, y223, y like this. Okay. Your y bus will be like this. But obviously
Yes, sir.
they will have a form like this. তোমাদের এরকম একটা form থাকবে. They will have a form like this, right? That is a plus jb. So you have to convert that. You have to convert these and you have to make them in what? Polar form, right? বুঝতে পারছি? You have to
Yes, sir.
write them in polar form. So this is your y bus. So I'm going to write the y bus to you.
এখানে তো ইম্পিডেন্স যদি অ্যাডমিটেন্স নিতে হবে না
এগুলো অ্যাডমিটেন্স নেওয়া হয়েছে, ইম্পিডেন্স না। See here, the line impedance দেওয়া হয়েছে, so they are converted 1 by 0.08 plus j.24. Converted, then become the y bus. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Impedance, if impedances are given, you have to convert to 1 by, then you have to form the y bus. So y bus is formed, but you have to form them in polar form. That means r theta form, right? তোমাকে সবগুলোকে polar form এ convert করতে হবে. You have to convert them into polar form. Now let's form the y bus. Let's write the y bus. It will not form. So y bus will be what? Like this. Now I'm going to write y12, y11. What is your y11? 19.76. (19.7642). And the angle will be minus 71.5651. 71. Oh, there will be a minus. (5651) degree. Okay, by the way, we will not be able to accommodate all of these here. So let's bring it here. This is only one, right? We cannot accommodate everything here. আমরা পুরোটাকে একসাথে জায়গা দিতে পারবো না। Let's see. Then you have y12. 12 will be 3 point. Okay, do one thing. Let's do one thing. That is, I'm going to write the degrees at the bottom. I'm going to write the degrees at the bottom. Okay, এভাবে লিখতেছি আমি। So next one will be what? y12, that is 3.9528. And the angle is 108.4349. 108.4349. Fine. Next one is y21. Y21 is this one, same value, 9528. Angle will be 108.4349. Then comes y13. 13 is this one here. There will be 15.8114. And the angle will be 108.4349. 4349 degree. That's it. Now y22 will be this one, 9.2233. And the angle is minus 71.5651 degree. This is y23. 23 is 5.2705. And the angle will be 108.49. This one will be the same, 5.2705. This one will be the similar to this one. If you have different, you can write different. The 3 will be different, 21.0819. 21, not 28. 21.0819. And the angle is minus 71.56. 71.5651 degree. So your Y bus is completed. You can see this is your Y bus. So as you can see, it is a huge value, huge thing. So I'm going to keep them here. So I'm going to keep these, but here so that we can write something here. Okay. So this is your Y bus. So Y bus is complete. Now we are going to go for the analysis. In our next page, we are going to write our values. So V2 is how much? V2 is 1.03. So we will write 1.03. What is your V1? V1 is 1.05. What is your Y21? Let's go back. This is your Y21. So 3.9528. Only the value, not the angle. So this is done. Now the cos theta 21 is what? This is the 108.4349. 4349 degree minus delta 2. Is delta 2 known? No, delta 2 is not known. So we will write delta 2 here because that is not known. What is delta 1? Delta 1 is 0. So if we give 0, it will be gone, right? So that is 0, delta 1. Now your V square, V2 square. V2 is known, yes, V2 is known 1.03 square. So I'm going to write 1.03 square. Then what? Y22. What is your Y22? 9.2233. That is your Y22. Now cos theta 22 is this one is a theta 71.56. So minus 71.56. 51 degree. That's it. Now your V2, what is your V2? 1.03. V3 is unknown, so write V3. Y23 is known. Y23 is this one, 5.2705. Yes, fine. And your cos 23 is this one 108. Minus delta 3 plus delta 3. So minus delta 2 is known? No, it is not known. Delta 3 is not known, it is also not known. So we will keep them like this. Like this, okay? Now, you can make them a bit simplified, obviously. So we are going to do that. 1.03 into 1.05 into 3.95 to 8. The value is 4.2749. That means 275 actually. 4.275. And you have your cos this one minus delta. So minus delta 2 is not known, so we'll keep it like this. We will keep it like this. Done. Now plus this one, let's put it in the calculator. 1.03 square into 9.2233 into cos, because the value is known here, minus 71.5651. Your value is 3.09. 42. That's it. That's the value. Plus this one. 1.03 into 5.2705. The value is 5.4286. Cos 108. (4349) minus delta 2 plus delta 3. That is the value of your P2, right? We will keep it like this because we have to differentiate this differentiation of this one. Why? For finding out the Jacobian matrix. Remember the Jacobian matrix? Now let's go for next formula. What formula? So P2 formula is done. We have to find out what now?
Q2.
Q3, not Q2. Q2 is not needed. আমি তোমাদেরকে বলছিলাম কি আমাদের কি ফর্মুলা লাগবে? What formula we need?
Sir, P2, Q3, P3.
হ্যাঁ, P2, Q3 and P3. Okay, let's find out P3 first. P3 first. So P3 বেলায় কি হবে? Same thing. The only unknown will be what? Here, this one will be P3, V3. Here, V3. এখানে V3. Here, V3. Delta 3 actually. V3 square. 3. 3. তারপর কি হবে? So you can see, right? Can you do that by yourself, or I have to do it?
Yes, sir. You can do that.
You can do that. Okay, let's do it and come up with the P3. Show me something like this. Okay, all of you do that and come up with this.
Okay, sir.
So this is your P2. You got your P2. Now you have to find out your P3. So I'm not going to go through the whole process. By the way, you have to, when you go for the solving the problem in the exam. Huh? Bolo.
একটু চেক করলে ভালো।
আমি চেক করব, I will check. I already went through these in my pen and paper. So আমি এটা already করছি, বুঝতে পারছি? তোমাদেরকে যে করতে দিলাম, আমি নিজে নিজে এটা করলাম খাতায়. That means because you know writing on paper and writing using mouse are two different things. That's why I told you to do it by yourself, and I have done it by myself. So I'm going to write the P3. You check it. তুমি চেক করে দেখো যে হইছে কিনা.
Yes, sir.
This is your P3. Your P3 will be, so someone please read 16, right? ঠিক আছে?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
16.6019.
6019 is 602 actually, because 19 something, 195 or something like that was there. V3 cos 108.4349, right?
Yes, sir.
108.4349 minus delta 3.
Yes, sir.
Delta 3.
Correct?
Yes, sir. It's correct.
Okay. Now then you have
5.2.
plus 5.2 5.4286.
Yes, sir.
4286.
4286 cos, oh no, V3, there is a V3. V3 cos 108.4349 minus delta 3 plus delta 2, right?
Yes, sir.
4349 degree minus delta 3 plus delta 2. That's it, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you have one more term, that is your,
Sir, this is 48 or 49.
yeah,
This is 48 40, or 49.
43.49,
Oh, yes. Okay, sir.
6.6666, something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to write 6.6667. V3
B square.
square. Now, what about your Q3? Can anyone say what is your Q3? All the sign will be what? Now, all the cos will be sign, right? And all the things will
Yes,
be
sir.
minus. So this one will be what? 16.602. V3 cos will be sign, and there is a minus in front of it, right? Fine. This one will be minus as well. 5.4286. V3, this one will be sine. 108.4349 degree minus delta 3 plus delta 2. This one, however, is changed because এখানে তোমার কোনো cos নাই. So this one will be what? কার কি আসছে বলো? This one, right? কিভাবে পেলাম এটা? I used sign. I go to the calculation. I used sign, and this was supposed to be minus, but this was supposed to be like this. Minus. It was supposed to be like this. Minus 21.0819 V3 square sine. Previously it was cos. আগেটাতে এটা ছিল কি? This one it was cos, right? Sine minus 71.5651 degree. So previously it was plus. For this case, it was plus. That means here it was plus, and it was cos. আগেটার জন্য P3 এর জন্য. But for Q3, it should be minus and it should be sine. So আমি যদি এটা ক্যালকুলেটরে বসাই, it gives me plus 20. Right? This thing and this thing gives me plus 20 because there is a minus in front of it, and it will produce another minus. So minus minus become plus. It's 20, and you have one V3 square. বুঝতে পারছি তোমাদেরকে? আব্দুল কাদের? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shoaib, understood?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. P3,
Muraz,
sir.
Said, Ibrahim?
Sir, understood, sir.
Okay. So your P2, P3, and Q3 are
Yes,
here.
sir, understood.
Okay. P2, P3, Q3 are here, right? So you need these for your differentiation. Remember your differentiation? Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
here, I'm going to do the first iteration. So I give some gap here at the 4th page. So I'm going to do the first iteration. Understood what iteration? First iteration. We are going to do our first iteration. So before the iteration, let's find out what we have to do inside the mathematics. Okay. Remember, an equation was there. Remember, one equation was there, del delta 2, del V2. Remember? Okay, you forgot, right? Maybe.
Yes, sir.
So we have to do something like this, similar to these.
So we know that.
Oh, you know it. Okay. The unknowns. Unknowns are here. Then you have what? Jacobian matrix, right? The Jacobian matrix. And here what you have? The known parameters. What are the known things? First one will be del P2. Second one will be what?
Del P3, sir.
Del P3, because
Del
del
P3.
2 and P2 are linked. P3, del 3 and P3 are linked. And for V3, you have to find out
Del Q3.
del Q3. And here the Jacobian matrix will be D.
P2.
Oh, P2, not P3.
P3, sir.
P2. This line is for P2. Del P2. Del P2. This line is for P3. That means P3. P3. This line is for Q3 because here you have Q3. Okay, now divided by, I'm going to use red color. So this one is for del 2, first one. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. Now here, oh, by the way, one more thing, the Somalian guys. I'm going to pause the recording. So do the differentiation of all 9. This one, this one, this one, and write the differentiation. Do not put any value. Do not put any value. Just write the differentiation, right? And do it right now in your pen and paper. So pen and paper, এটা করো. বাঙালি স্টুডেন্ট যারা ফাঁকি মারতেছো, দে ডু ইট, তোমার করো এটা এখনই। These are the Jacobian component. You can see I already uploaded this thing to your Google Classroom as a link. You can download that and you can check it. And we are going to put the values here so that we can get our Jacobian matrix for our iteration 1, iteration 2, iteration 3, something like that. So let's go for the iteration 1. So this is our Jacobian matrix. Let's go for the iteration 1. This is our iteration 1. I'm going to write iteration 1. E means I or E, I'm not sure, I forgot. Iteration 1. So at iteration 1, you have to use the commonly available values, these values. Okay? In your iteration 1, you have to use these values so that you can form a Jacobian matrix here. So at first, you find P2. Then you find P3. Then you find Q3 by using these values to these formulas. That means this one, and this one. Okay? So if you put values to these formulas, what are the things you can get? What is your P2? Put delta 2, that is 0.
0.3, sir.
Then V2, V3, then delta 2, delta 3. If you put everything there according to this one, let's find out. P2 is 4.275 cos 108.4349 minus delta 2. Delta is 0. Then plus 3.0942 plus 5.4286 V3. What is V3? V3 is into 1 into what? Cos 108.4349 minus delta 2. Delta 2 is 0 plus delta 3. Delta 3 is also 0. So you got how much? This is the P2 you got. Now the P3. 16.602 into V3. V3 is 1 cos 108.4349 minus delta 2. Delta 3 is 0 plus 5.4286 into V3 is 1 cos 108.4349 minus delta 3 plus delta 2 plus 6.6667 into V3, that means 1 square. You got something like this,
0.
right?
Minus 0.3, sir.
Okay, that is 0.3, right? Do not write 0.3, keep it like this. That means 4 or 3 digits, something like that. Now, Q3 will be how much? Minus 16.602 into V3 is 1 sine, not cos, 108.4349 minus delta 3 is 0 minus 5.4286. V3 is 1 into sine. Sine will be 108.4349 minus delta 3 is 0 plus delta 2 is 0 plus 20 into 1 square. You got 0.9, right? Then 0.0068. 68, I'm going to write 7. Okay? There is a P3 and Q3. Got my point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now your P2, P3, Q3 is done. Now what you have to find out? Del P2, del P3, and del Q3, right? Why? Because this is one component of your Jacobian matrix. No, not Jacobian. That means one component of your nodal equation. Another component will be your Jacobian matrix. So at first we have to find these, then we have to find these. We already know the component. We already know the equation of these, right? So we will just put the values there and we will get the values of the matrix. Now what is your del P2? P2 given minus P2 found out, right? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
P2 given. What is the P2 given?
0.
Minus 0.3, right?
2.3.
Minus 0.3. So minus 0.3 minus P2. Minus P2 is
2.3.
so how much you got? 0.3.
Minus 0.3, sir.
2.3256
Yes.
minus 0.325.
Something like this. What is your P3? Again, P3 given minus P3. So what is your P3 given?
Minus
0.6.
0.6.
Minus
0.6.
0.6. Good. Minus 0.6 plus this one, right?
Minus 0.9.
Plus 0.29997. What is your Q3? Your Q3 is
Minus 2.25.
25.
0.25.
So minus 0.25 minus 0.25 plus, why plus? Because minus become plus. So you got positive something like this, right? You got it?
Yes, sir.
Now for Jacobian
Yes,
matrix,
sir.
for Jacobian matrix,
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ বলো
স্যার ওখানে স্যার একটা প্লাস হবে না স্যার
কোনটা?
স্যার del P2 স্যার মাইনাস
তো ঠিকই তো আছে। Q3 given, what is your Q3 given? তোমার Q3 given আছে minus 0.25.
হ্যাঁ স্যার উপরে স্যার del P2 স্যার
কেন মাইনাস হবে?
স্যার ওখানে তো দুইটার মান স্যার মাইনাস 0.2
এই সাইদুল, তোমার কিন্তু বেসিক ঠিক নাই, তোমার অঙ্কের বেসিক ঠিক নাই, এটা কিন্তু তোমার যোগ, মানে যোগ হচ্ছে না এখানে। This is the addition. The minus is common, this is the addition. ওইটা তো ডিফারেন্ট কেস রে ভাই।
বুঝতে পারছি স্যার
তুমি বুঝতে না পারলে তুমি ম্যাথমেটিক্স দেখো তাড়াতাড়ি, শিওর, সিরিয়াসলি।
না স্যার বুঝতে পারছি স্যার
আব্দুল্লাহ বুঝতে পারছো ও কি কি কোশ্চেন করছে?
জি স্যার, প্লাসে মাইনাসে মাইনাসে মনে নাই।
হ্যাঁ ওর হ্যাঁ এটা না হলে তো সমস্যা, এরকম না পারলে তো পরে বিপদে পড়বে। Okay, now the Jacobian matrix, we have the Jacobian matrix to form this one. So we have 9 components, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So we will do what? We will be going to our equation here and what? And put all the values, del 2, v3, del 2, del 3. So if you put all the values, you will get what? Jacobian matrix, right? Right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now what is
But we have to simplify, sir.
So you have to put all the values. What are the all values? The available values. Del 2. The value of available is what? What is the del 2 now? Del 2 is 0. What is v3? v3 is 1. Del 2 is 0. Del 3 is 0. So you have to put all the values and you will find out this one. So let's find out by ourselves. So let's find these 4 first. These 4 first, okay? You find out 4.275 sine 108.4349 minus 0 plus 5.4286 V3 is 1 into sine 108.4349 minus del 2 del 3. Okay, fine. You got 9.2056. 4 digit is fine. Del P to del Q3 minus 5.4286 into V3 is 1 sine 108.4349 minus del 2 del 3. Fine. Okay. Next one is this one. 4286 cos 108.49 4349 minus del 2 del 3. Wait a second. Okay. Six. You guys wait a second. Wait a minute actually. Okay, have you got it? So this is your Jacobian matrix, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is your Jacobian matrix. And গ্রামের বাড়িতে কে আছো?
আমি স্যার।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। Okay. So this is the Jacobian matrix you can see, and now what you have to do, you have to use this equation, and this equation, and you have to find out the what is that? Oh, by the way, we made a mistake, right, somewhere. Remember, this was our inverse, right? This was supposed to be
Yes,
inverse.
sir.
This was supposed to be inverse.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So this one is inverse. This one is our equation. So let's write the equation again and see what is our del 2, del 3, and what is our del v3. So our del 3, del, first one was del 2.
Sir, del 2, del 3, v3.
Del v3. Now what? Put this matrix and inverse it. Then put what? Del p2, del p3, del q3, right? What is your
Yes,
del
sir.
p2? 32566.
Minus
32566.
3256.
Next one is how much? 3007.
3007.
Next one, 65007. You got something here, right? তুমি তিনটা ভ্যালু পাবা এখানে. You will get 3 values from here. Okay, let's find out what are the three values. So I'm going to use a calculator. I'm going to use a calculator.
কিভাবে করে স্যার?
Huh?
ইনভার্সটা কিভাবে করে স্যার?
Okay, I'm going to show you. Let me take a screenshot of this one first. Then I have to put it. Okay, I'm going to go and share my screen of the calculator. This one. At first, you will go for setup. Then you will choose what? Matrix 6, number 6. Can you see that? If you have this calculator, you can do 3 by 3 matrix. You can do up to what? 3 by 3 matrix. But if you have a calculator like I do, you can do 4 by 4 matrix. Which one is this one? Casio 991 EX class which, something like that. If you have this calculator, that means this one, you can do 4 by 4 matrix. I have this one, so I can do 4 by 4. If you want to buy a new calculator, if you already have one, don't buy. If you do not have one, buy this one. Okay? If you already have one, do not need. If you want to buy new one, you can buy one. Now here, go to matrix number 6. That means option number 6, matrix. Here, at first, you have to what? Define the matrix A. Matrix A is our Jacobian matrix, number 1. How much is this? 3 by 3, right? Hello? How much is
Yes,
this?
sir.
3 by 3. So let's click 3 by 3, that means number 1. Here we will put all the value, 9.2056, then minus 5.15, then minus 1.7167, then this one is minus 5.15, then 20.9001, then what? 6.3667, then 1.7167, then minus 6.9667, then 19.1, right? You got it? Hello, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you got,
Yes, sir.
you just put the value in matrix A. Now you have to put value in matrix B. So what is your strategy here? Go to shift. This is the shift button. click this button, 4. Can you see the 4? On top of 4, you have matrix option. Now the dimension or data, which one you will do? Okay, click AC, no problem. Click AC, go to shift and matrix. Now what? You have to put the data, right? You have to insert the data because your data insertion is not completed. So click data. Now matrix A is complete already. Now go to the matrix B. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
What is your matrix B now? Column. This is your M and M, right? Column and row. 1 into 3, right? Where is 1 into 3? Go down. Here is 1 into 3. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Click 1. No. This is not the one. We made a mistake. This should be 3. Should be 1. So go AC. Go matrix data again. Matrix B now. Shift matrix data matrix B, shift matrix. Now the dimension should be changed, right? Number 1 matrix B, this one should be 3:1, right? Now it is all right. Can you see that? বুঝতে পারছো? Abdullah? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a bit complicated, but once you get it, you will know how to do it. No problem. It is very easy. At first, it might seem complicated, but it will be easy. Now here, next one is what? 0.3, no, 0.3 to 566. Next one, 0.30007. Next one is 0.65007, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Now click AC, shift, matrix number A, that means 3. It should be inverse. This is our Jacobian matrix. It should be inverse. Inverse is this one. Where is inverse? This one. This is the inverse. Can you see that? Abdullah, দেখছো কিভাবে matrix করলাম? Now into shift matrix. Now matrix number B. So Jacobian matrix is inverse. Then into multiplied by our next matrix. You will get a value like this. বুঝতে পারছি? You get it?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you use my
Yes,
calculator, you can do 4 by 4. Okay? In this calculator, you can do 3 by 3. My calculator, you can do 4 by 4. So, if you want to buy a new calculator, because you do not have one, then buy the newer one. Okay? If you already have one, then don't buy one. Or you can do one more thing. You can actually download some application in your Android smartphone. If you already have one Android smartphone, you can download some application. Okay? Okay, everyone? Now, this is your matrix. Let's write.
Yes, sir.
Let's write here. So, I'm going to write. See this one, everyone. This is 0.049866. Let's take it somewhere else. 866. Okay, fine. Okay, there's the first one. The second one is how much? 3454. Three, 4, 542, something like that. No, 540, not 2. That's it. Now, next one is how much? Next one is 0.0259. That means 2. So you got it, right? You got your matrix. Can you see that, everyone? Now,
Yes.
Remember, this one is in radian. This one is in radian because they are delta. Can you see that? They are delta. They are in radian, remember. Now, let's go to the next page. Next page will be what? I'm going to write our delta 2. Delta 2 will be our old delta. This is our old plus it should be in radian. It should be in degree because your result in radian, but it should be in degree. What is your old delta 2? Can anyone say me?
0.
0, exactly, 0 degree. So I'm going to write it in here, 0 degree. Plus or minus, whatever. What is our new delta 2 del delta 2? That means what is the del delta 2? This one, however, is in what? 0.04986. What?
Radian.
It is in radian.
True, sir.
So what is the conversion of this radian to degree?
180/π.
Exactly. So if you go to the calculation, if I go to the calculator, you will see. Can you see that, everyone? I'm going to shift to complex. So this one will be what? Minus 0.04986 into 180/π, right? Got my point? How much? So I'm going to go to the place. So 0 point. How much you got? Minus 2.8571.
5.771.
So what is your del 2 now?
Minus 2.8571.
So I'm going to write this one and I'm going to update this. Okay? I'm going to what? Update this. How can I update? Minus 2 point. How much? How much you got? 857.
85. 85711.
What is your del 3? Your del 3 will be how much? Del 3 old plus del 3 in degree. So if you go there and if you see, and if you do it like this, minus 0.03454 into 180 divided by pi, your value become minus 1.97899. So if you do 0 minus your result will be how much? 1.9789. 6 degree. So I'm going to update this value here. One 1.97899. So I can write 979 degree. Okay. So that was our delta. Now our V3. So our V3, the previous value is 1. Remember. So our V3 old del V3. So how much you got? 0.02 9 or 4? Which one? Which one is this? Maybe 4, right? Or 9? 9. So it is okay. So I'm going to write it here. 0 2. Okay, you got your first iteration. Just right now you got your first iteration. Now this one is your Jacobian matrix 0, or you can write 1. That means first iteration. This is for your first iteration. In your second iteration it will be 2, then 3, then 4. So when will you stop? When you will stop, right? What was our iteration? What was our tolerance? Remember our tolerance?
0.303.
No, our tolerance was something like this, right? I told you our tolerance, that means 0.01 or 0.1, which one?
0.1, sir.
0.1, right? So is this value is smaller than 0.1 or bigger than 0.1?
Smaller than.
So you do not have to do it again. করতে হবে না. So got my point? You do not have to do this again. Got my point, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is this iteration is given, sir?
So
0.1.
I can give you these, or I can tell you, okay, do it 1 iteration. So 1 iteration is done. If I give you, okay, do it 2 iterations, so you have to do it twice. If I give you 3 iterations, so you have to do it thrice. Or if I give you a tolerance like this, I am not telling how much iteration you have to do. You have to do it until you got something like this. 0.1 is bigger than any of these, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to stop. If I gave you 0.01, is 0.01 bigger than this or smaller than this?
Smaller.
So you have to do it again. বুঝতে পারছি?
Yes, sir.
You have to do it again. Yeah. You have to do until this value become very small. Until these values become very small. These values should be very, very, very small. Then you have to stop. বুঝতে পারছি?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you got the Newton-Raphson, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you do it by using MATLAB?
Sir, matrixটা দেখাই দিন, আর লাগবে না.
Okay. I'm showing you the matrix now. Matrix inversion, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see this one. I'm going to save this PDF. Now here, see how can you do the inversion of matrix, right? So what is your J? What was your J? তোমার J টা কি ছিল?
1 na.
This one was J, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait a second. This was your J. So your J was,
But inversion পারবো স্যার.
তাহলে
সমস্যা হবে স্যার ইয়াতে স্যার, ম্যাট্রিক্সের পরে থেকে পি বের করে একটা করে বের করা হয়েছে যেটা স্যার, তারপর ডিফারেন্সিয়েশন, এইগুলা তো সমস্যা হবে করতে. ইনভার্সন পারা যাবে স্যার.
না, ডিফারেন্সিয়েশন
ইনভার্স
সমস্যা হবে।
ম্যাট্রিক্সের একটা ফাংশন আছে, করা যাবে স্যার.
Okay,